keep wanting the chain, but I keep one for myself. I'll keep wanting your picture so I'll see you in hell. I just damaged my liver, baby, think you can help. I keep going a liquor, you keep wishing me well. Would it kill you just to smile, at least once in a while? Leave your fucking town, live just in the now. Baby, I got a fever, I'm not feeling too well. I'm so under the weather, I'm so under your spell. I got one in the chamber, I got one for myself. I got one in your picture, so I'll see you in hell.
Do you think it's gonna be like this forever? It feels like Do you think at a certain point we all just sink into the ground and are never heard from again? Fuck, your hands are warm. I guess I just never noticed.
I keep wanting the chamber, I keep one for myself. I'll keep wanting your picture, so I'll see you in hell. I just damaged my liver, baby, think you can help. I keep going a liquor, you keep wishing me well. Would it kill you just to smile, at least once in a while? Leave your fucking town, live just in the now. Baby, I got a fever, I'm not feeling too well. I'm so under the weather, I'm so under your spell. I got one in the chamber, I got one for myself. I got one in your picture, so I'll see you in hell.
Do you think it's gonna be like this forever? It feels like Do you think at a certain point we all just sink into the ground and are never heard from again? Fuck, your hands are warm. I guess I just never noticed.
I keep wanting the chamber, I keep one for myself. I'll keep wanting your picture, so I'll see you in hell. I just damaged my liver, baby, think you can help. I keep going a liquor, you keep wishing me well. Would it kill you just to smile, at least once in a while? Leave your fucking town, live just in the now.
This song is so good, guys. Like, really good. I love it. So you're gonna listen to it on repeat too. You get to deal with it too. This song is so good, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Totally wasn't listening to my own stream so I could hear if it sounded good or not. Okay, so we've got a few things lined up. We've got a few things lined up. Am I gonna be playing more Backrooms? I might try and beat that one level. near the end of the stream. It depends. But mainly what I want to do is a couple quizzes, right? One about the Backrooms, one nothing related to this stream at all, and then I want to watch Matt Pat's video on games on the film theorist about the lore of the Backrooms. So we're gonna catch up and we're gonna learn. We're gonna have fun. I'm using my podcast mic for this right now, mainly because I forgot to switch them out. So if it doesn't sound good, my bad. But first, let me turn this music down a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down for me at least. I don't want to be too loud. So, first thing we have up, right, is a this is the non-related one. It is a Hogwarts test, right? Look, the new Hogwarts game came out. I thought about playing it, but also apparently you're transphobic and homophobic and shit if you even buy the game, which people are dumb. People are dumb. It's fucking Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. We're gonna figure out what my Hogwarts house is once and for all. I have gotten Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and Slytherin over the years. So we're gonna settle it here once and for all. This is the final one. I don't care about anything else. I just want to do the house, right? We're gonna answer all the. I don't know how this works. I literally just looked this up and figured it out. So hopefully I don't leak anything on accident. But we're gonna get sorted for once and for all. We're gonna see what house we are. Yeah, hopefully it's something good. Okay. Choose one, moon or stars. The moon. Fuck yeah. Which nightmare would frighten you the most? Standing on top of something very high and realizing suddenly that there are no hand or footholds, nor barrier to stop you falling? Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you and everyone laughs at you. Well, if I'm doing it on purpose, fucking shit, fuck, I don't fucking know, I don't fucking care. Waking up to find that neither of your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. Ooh, okay. That one's rough. The stream cut out to me, did my crappy Wi-Fi, and all I heard once I came back was, you're transphobic and homophobic if you get it. No. Apparently, if you buy the new Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy, that you're transphobic and homophobic according to some fucking people. It's so stupid. But, no, this one's rough. This one's interesting, though. Like, I'm gonna sound crazy, but imagine you wake up and nobody knows who you are. You're like new. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Like, imagine you could just go around and be a completely mysterious person. Like that honestly, like, it sucks, but also sounds cool. Okay. An eye at the keyhole of the dark, windowless room in which you were locked. Oh, like being locked in a room. I don't know. None of these are really that bad. Is that bad? Is that bad that I think that? Like being locked somewhere in a room and like there's an eye just in the keyhole. I mean, if it's like a big fucking giant like that, it's a little creepy. This one's probably the worst. You know? Waking up and none of your family or friends remember you. It, like I said, it could be kind of cool, but it's also that sucks, you know. Then you're nobody. You're like fucking Peter Parker. Who the fuck is that? This one's not so bad. I don't fucking care about like heights or anything. If I fall, I fall. That's my own dumbass. I don't care about people laughing at me. I don't give a fuck. It's these last two. I'm gonna choose this. No, I think I'm gonna choose this one. The people forgetting about me sucks, right? But I feel no, because there's no. If they just don't remember who you are, there's no coming back from that. This one I could probably like poke them in the eye and get out or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'll choose this one. This one's rough. It'll be rough more eventually. Cats, toads, or owls? Dude, an owl. I got an owl on my fucking neck, bro. Okay, barn owl, a tawny owl, a snowy owl, a screech owl, or brown owl. I'm torn between like snowy owl and a barn owl. Like I fuck with OG barn owls, but snowy owl's fucking dope. I love snowy owl. If you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you choose to take with you? Yeah, snowy owl. If you could have any power, which would you choose? Read minds, change the past. That's a rough one. Invisibility. Okay. Just speak to animals. Speaking to animals would be kind of cool. Poke them in the eye and get out or something. I mean, you could if it's a big eye. Just boop, fucking right in the eyeball. Superhuman strength. Okay. The power to change your appearance of will. Ooh, that's like, okay. Okay, so this one's insane. This one's pretty insane. Changing the past is to talking to animals. Dude, okay. This might take longer than I thought it would. This would be crazy. Honestly, I would choose this one, I think. Because the past is the past, whatever, you know? I can live with that. I can live with the past and everything. But the power to change your appearance at will, like, I could just be whoever I want to be. I could just turn into Ryan Reynolds. Just walk around and people like, whoa, oh my god. You know? Like, that's insane. You'd be making my eye hurt just saying that. My bad. It's like superhuman strength. Wah, I don't fucking care. I'll change my appearance to fucking a bodybuilder or some shit and beat people's ass. I don't know. Speak to animals is pretty sick. I kind of fuck with that. Or I could just change into an animal. You know, that's what I'm saying. Invisibility's cool too. Or I could just change into an ant or something. I don't fucking want. No. Then change the power. What's the first one again? Read minds. Ooh. Okay. Okay. For me, I'm okay. God damn. Okay. I'm torn between read minds and change appearance. Cause like, I could go on and on about this, right? You could read people's minds. You can know what everybody's thinking about you at all times. You know, the amount of shit you could get away with while reading minds, but also the amount of shit you could get away with by just changing into somebody. I don't like things going near my eyes. Oh yeah, no, me either. I hate eye shit. But yeah. Okay, so read people's minds, know what people thinking about me, or be able to turn into fucking Ryan Reynolds at any given moment in time. Like, come on, bro. I'm choosing that one. 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? The gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the Mark of the Merlin, or Mark of Merlin. A small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a scratch message upon it that reads, I open only for the worthy. Ooh. Okay. A small tortoiseshell box embellished with gold inside which some small creature seems to be squeaking. Okay. The live thing inside is a little rough. The ornate gold casket standing on clawed feet whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within. Not that one. That one sounds like a Pandora's box type shit. This one has a little fucking creature in it. It could be a new little buddy. But, I don't know. This one, only open for the worthy. What if I'm not worthy? I could not be Thor. Or, with my new power, I could just turn into fucking Thor. Dude, look, come on. The gleaming jet black box with the silver. This one catches my eye the most. But this one's like, only open for the worthy. I'd try and open that. I'd want to see if I'm worthy. You know? See if the box thinks I'm worthy enough. I'd do that. Okay, which would you rather be? Liked, trusted, feared, envied, imitated, or praised? I don't know. I don't really want to be praised. I guess. I don't want people to imitate me either. Fuck you. Envied. Okay. Feared. That one's up there. That one's up there. People be scared of me? Sure. Trusted, I think. I don't care about being liked. Trusted, I think. I'd want people to trust me. That's the most. How would you like to be known in history? The great? The wise? The bold? Or the good? I mean, I like to be known as good. Like good, you know? I feel like the good or the great. Oh, wait. What's the difference? You can either be good or something. You can either be good or you can be fucking great. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, the great isn't like the hero or good. It's just like a good guy. I don't know. I'd like to be thought of as a good guy after I'm gone. Wise. I feel like that one's a good one too, though. Like, oh yeah, I like that guy. He's a wise guy, you know? Yeah, he was a wise old lad who could change into Ryan Reynolds and only change into Ryan Reynolds for some reason. I don't know. He was wise though. He was pretty cool. Um, bold. Ooh, bold. I actually like that too. Um, nah, I'm fine with good. Heads or tails? Tails never fails, buddy. The sorting hat is ready to make its decision. Oh shit. Okay, we're here. Any predictions? Any predictions? I think. I think that it's gonna give me Ravenclaw because that's one that I've seen the most given to me is Ravenclaw when I take these random ass tests. I've never taken this like legit looking one, so we're gonna find out. My guess is Ravenclaw. So if I'm right, then I get all these powers that it was talking about. Is it going? Can you guys see it? I can't see. Gryffindor. Okay. All right. That honestly kind of surprised me. I've gotten Gryffindor like twice in some of these tests, but I've mainly gotten Ravenclaw. This is crazy. Courage and bravery. Thanks. Welcome to Gryffindor. You probably know that some of Gryffindor's most renowned members include Albus Dumbledore, yep, and Harry Potter. But did you know the sword of Gryffindor was made 1,000 years ago by goblins, or that head of House Minerva McGonagall's hobbies include correcting articles and Transfiguration today and supporting the Montrose Magpies? Nope, I don't care. The sorting hat has spoken, and you're not done. 0 felon Gryffindors have been sorted into this brave Hogwarts house today. Fellow Gryffindors. Hey, Harry, Hermione, and Ron. The gang! A message from You're Perfect by J.K. Rowling. You might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. Their daring, nerve, and chivalry set Gryffindors apart. Okay. Thank you. Cool. We could do more stuff, my Patronus and my wand, but that's all I wanted to know. I just want to know if I was like what I actually was, what my house was. And I want to play the game because I want to see if it actually sorts you out or not. But oh well. I'm a Gryffindor, guys. Does that fit? I don't know. But now we're on to the next thing, right? We're on to a little Backrooms quiz. A little thing. A little... It's this one's dumb. This one's stupid. Which level of the Backrooms are you? I don't even know what levels are in the Backrooms, really. So we're gonna... Okay, let's see what my name is. Come on, what level is JJ? Which one of these settings appeals to you the most? Literally just Backrooms levels, okay. Literally just, these are just Backrooms levels. An empty office building, a hotel pool. Hotel pools kind of go hard. On top of a single cloud and a clear sky. Okay, that one actually sounds dope. Just sitting there, vibing. A dark section of a house you rarely visit. Okay, a dimly lit aquarium. A dream, fuzzy and glitched out. The colors are saturated. You think you're in the sky. This man obsessed with the Backrooms lately. Yeah, I'm gonna get in the movie. I'm gonna get in the Backrooms movie. I'm gonna do it. That's the plan. That's my big plan. I kind of like just the vibe of just sitting on a cloud, to be honest. Also, like dreams are nice, but that feeling of like the fuzziness in it, I don't know. I'm vibe with the cloud, sitting on top of a cloud. Pick a song that I associate with the Backrooms. Okay, well, better than the alternative by Will Wood. I don't know that one. Look at the Sky by Porter Robinson. I think I've heard of that. By Porter Robertson. Okay. Tongues by the Frights. Goodbye to a World by Porter Robinson. Arabian Nights by, I don't know who this is, and the Banshees. Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush. I fuck with some Kate Bush, but I don't know any of these songs. Hate me for that. I don't care about Kate Bush. How would you describe your style? Okay. Glitchcore / Vaporwave, whatever the fuck that is. Tree bark personified. Okay. The sky, literally the sky. Don't ask me how that's possible. Sure. Retro. Am I retro, guys? Am I retro? Beats me if I know what, but it's mine. I like that one. Bro, I just wear what's comfy. Literally. I go with this one. I like to wear what's comfy, but sometimes I like to be dressing up a little bit, you know? A little dress up. Yeah, I'll do that one. I just wear what's comfy, bro. Pick a random thing that I associate with liminal spaces. Lip gloss, clear blue skies with a few clouds, watercolors, white turtlenecks, blue eyeshadow, the entire month of November. For some reason, I'm going for November. I'm feeling November the most. I'm just gonna speed through this. Like that's just what I feel. Which of these is your favorite color? Yellow, dark green, bright blue, pale green, bright pink, dark blue, orange, red, and green together. They have to be together. I don't know about all four of those together, but all these, I like dark blue or like black. So none of these are really fitting my vibe. I like the feeling of vibe on a cloud. Also, dreams are nice. It is. They are. I don't know. I fuck with some bright blue, but I like dark blue more. But dark blue, orange, red, and green together. Can I fuck with that? I don't know. I feel like that's a weird mix. But it has dark blue in it. Fuck it. Pick a piece of media that gives me liminal space vibes. Any of the Portal games. The Stanley Parable definitely fucking does. ENA. Astonishing Tales of the Highly Improbable Over the Garden Wall or New Brain. Stanley Parable, 100%. What appeals to you the most out of these situations? Class is canceled. You sit alone in the empty library and write an essay that's either due tomorrow or next week. You can't remember. Fair. You're lost in a daydream. It's the best time you ever had. Nothing matters but you. Still, is there something missing? I daydream around a lot. You roam around dark sections of your aunt's house. You never visit. You've never seen this room before. You can hear your relatives having dinner in the distance. I've never met my aunt. You are on a fishing boat on a cloudy day. There are no storms, but there are no sunlight. The smell of salt, wind, and fish floods your senses. The water looks especially a nice fishing on a nice sunny day. I would have picked that one. It's the first sunny day you've seen in a week, maybe a month. You can't remember. You run outside and stand against the sky, finally happy. It is the perfect temperature. You're at a hotel. You haven't been to a hotel in ages. You can't wait to swim in the pool and eat buffet breakfast. But for now, you have to sleep. I like this one. I fuck with that. I kind of fuck with writing the essay though too. I love writing. And the daydream one though. This one kind of does make me miss school. I used to daydream in school a lot too. I wouldn't pay attention to anybody. I just like vibe. I like thinking. I'm gonna go with daydream and fuck it. Pick one of my playlists based solely off the name. Okay, this random guy's playlist. Okay, the fact that I was born in August is pretty gay rights. Imagine a jukebox musical in your head. That pays when it's still only just 3 a.m. or it's just only 3 a.m. ASMR, I cry over siblings and time loops. Like mud. POV, you're in a car on Block Island driving back from the ice cream place at night. What? I like mud. I listen to mud playlist. Do you prefer being inside or outside? Inside, outside. Inside, but I feel like I'm outside. Greenhouse, sunny window. Outside, but it also feels like I'm inside. I don't know. I like being outside, but I also like being inside because I can work on shit inside. I do miss school a little bit. All right, I do miss it. I miss it a little bit. Some good times. I hated it, but I miss it for some reason. I like being inside, but it feels like I'm outside, you know? I like that one. Do you like to swim? Yes, yes, yes. Submerge my body in water. I do like to swim. I don't mind it. I hate swimming. I like being in water, but I can't swim. Only if it's in a pool. Only if it's like ocean, etc. Yep. Drown me. And last but not least, pick a character I relate to based solely off the description. Old gay narrator who hates narrating. I like that one. Do my friends hate me or do I just need to go to sleep? That one I relate a lot. Okay. Perfect man who is not perfect. Okay. If songs by the Front Bottoms and Delta Ray were a person. Piano in Crisis. Why the hell did I project my entire personality onto this background character? It's between 2 and 5 or 6. Why? I don't know. Like, school is alright sometimes. I just miss, like, being around people, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting. I'll go with this one, I guess. What Backrooms level am I? Oh! Level 7? Thalassophobia. The fuck? What is this, dude? You're level 7. Level 7 appears as a flooded house. Most rooms are completely submerged in water. No, I didn't mean I actually wanted to be... No, don't actually draw me. But there are places where the water is lower. One such pictured above. Connected to one of the rooms is a completely empty expanse of water, like an ocean within the house. There are rumors of a thing living in the ocean. A great beast known as the Thing on level 7. Do not get found by the Thing on level 7. There is a group of colonists on level 7 that worship the Thing. They are not hostile, but will try to sacrifice you to the Thing if you stay too long. The only way out of this level is to swim a certain distance into the ocean and find a cave that brings you... No, I hate this! No! No, no, fuck this shit. Oh my god. I don't like this one. Only 11% of people got this one. I got the lowest. That's awesome. Tutorial level. Ideally fragmented. Man, that sucks. I got the shittiest level. I do not want to swim just to... Dude, I hate this. I was playing Subnautica, and I was just swimming. Because I thought I was swimming the right way, because I thought I knew where I was going. And then a big fucking sea demon just came out of the water and ate me, and it scared the shit out of me. Fuck that. Oh my god. I'm not happy with that. I don't like that level. I don't want to swim. I like swimming, but not like that. But, okay. Fuck this shit. Now, we pause the music. I know. It sucks. Who doesn't want to keep listening to the same song for another 30 minutes? I sure do. Next, we watch old Matty Pat. Film Theory. The complete lore of the Backrooms. We're going to figure out. It's solved, by the way. We're going to see watch the complete lore of this shit. And see how it is. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if this is too loud. Whoa.
The lore.
Whoa!
I have to show
Matt.
you the lore.
Oh shit. I love watching Matt Pat's videos.
Hello, Internet.
Welcome.
It's a Film Theory, the show that knows that going onto YouTube can be like no clipping into the back rooms. You're minding your
Oh,
own
God.
business when suddenly it's days later and you have no idea how you've watched so many padlock reviews.
A very, very beefy and very robust lock.
Oh, would you look at the shackle on that baby? Shout out to Lockpicking Lawyer, by the way, for teaching me way more about locks than I thought a human brain could consume. Anyway, today
Fair,
we're returning
fair.
to the mono yellow walls and ceaseless hum-buzzing fluorescence of the Backrooms. In case you need
Okay.
to catch up, the Backrooms is an analog horror series.
That's
here
for
on
catch-up, guys.
YouTube.com, created by indie filmmaker Kane Pixel.
That's the guy I'm trying to contact.
Uploaded in January of 2022, absolutely exploded in popularity. Gaining over
Damn, is that
43
43 million?
views and
Holy
becoming
fuck.
the 7th most watched video on YouTube of the entire year. All thanks to its unique atmosphere, clever scares, and fantastic production quality. It was also built for theorists like us, filled to the brim with awesome ideas and hidden lore for us to decode.
Hell
In fact,
yeah.
Towards the end of the year, Steph and I even gave Kane Pixels a Streamy Award to honor him for all his incredible work.
This is a box that was delivered to my house.
So, Kane Pixels,
Hey.
did I just no clip into the back rooms? Kane, I went to the back rooms and I got you this.
I'm
What?
so honored to be accepting this.
That kid's 17, bro.
All I can say right now is thank you.
But now, here we are, 1 year later from that initial upload, now with a story that spans 4 decades of time and 15 videos, plus a few secret videos mixed in. The community has come up with a ton of ideas to explain this thing. Everything from alternative realities colliding to the Backrooms being an incarnation of the ancient Egyptian afterlife. Our running theory here is that the world that we see in the Backrooms is some sort of simulation, like a giant video game where the Matrix. What we know of as the real world is the topmost layer of that simulation. But below the surface, there's an infinite procedurally generated world of unused and cut content. Stuff that either didn't fit or just wasn't good enough to make the cut for the real world. And while I still believe that to be the case, today I wanted to take a step back and reset.
Oh shit.
Backrooms is a tricky series to talk about. Nothing is presented in chronological order, and things tend to jump back and forth in time, with some earlier videos referencing events from later videos that haven't technically happened yet. Heck, the very first video that Kane ever uploaded is currently one of the last ones in the timeline. So today, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to sit down and make a definitive timeline of exactly what's happened and when, so we can get ourselves a clear overview of everything that's going on in this giant mystery that Kane's crafting. And in doing this, in seeing what fits where, and more importantly, what doesn't fit where, we'll be able to learn a lot more about this story.
We're learning everything about the Backrooms, guys.
A massive time loop we're dealing with, and we might just be witnessing the collapse of an entire universe. Jump into those hazmat suits and hold on to the red guideline, friends. We're going in. The very first event that we see in the series actually comes from the most recent upload as I'm writing this script, Overflow. This video takes place on August 7th, 1972, as we can see thanks to the signature of a man named Ivan Beck. Over the course of this 2-minute video, we also hear a radio broadcast about the Lend-Lease Agreement, which happened between the United States and USSR in, you guessed it, 1972. We watch as an electrical or radio station is overtaken by a green glow that shakes everything violently before suddenly cutting to black. Remember that green light? It's going to be important for us later. The video ends with the night sky.
This is going to hurt my head, but I'm gonna try to keep up with it. Y'all good? Y'all good? You don't have to keep up with it. You don't need to.
When a Central California-based company called Async begins researching electromagnetism. On May 10th, 1982, we see one such
I'm a nerd.
test of a strange
I can't help it.
electromagnetic device in the video Prototype. Over the next several years, Async would refine this prototype into Project KV-31, otherwise known as the Low Proximity Magnetic Distortion System. On July 2nd, 1988, Async performs a failed third test of the system, but it's their sixth test that really matters. On October 17th, 1989 at 5:04 p.m. Pacific, they power up the system one more time and successfully open a portal to the Backrooms. They have made first contact. However, this move has dire consequences. 5:04 p.m. was the exact time of a real-world magnitude 6.9 earthquake that hit California, killing 63 and injuring thousands more. All of this is confirmed in archival footage found in the secret video collateral.mov. And that's not the worst of it. From that point forward, the world is just glitched. Small, unseen portals into and out of the backroom start popping up everywhere. People begin no-clipping through reality, never to be seen again. Starting in October,
When Beth said I won't be able to rest if I don't keep up. Y'all good.
In the video titled Missing Persons.
I've been hella invested.
We soon learn that some of these portals are even big enough for entire cars to slip through, like we see in a secret undated video that must come from around the same period. Meanwhile, back in the lab, Async begins to send in research teams. On February 3rd of 1990, they begin their first mission. Inside the Backrooms, this team of scientists discover the body of Nicholas Bolton, one of the people called out as having gone missing. Fun fact, the picture used for Bolton here is actually the senior photograph of Nathan Barnett, whom you might recognize as Dad from one of my other favorite creepy YouTube series that we've covered here on the channel several times. Go figure, it's almost like subscribing to this channel is a great way to learn about all the coolest series that you should be watching right now. Just a random thought that popped into my head, but you know, the subscribe button is down below this video in case you want to use it. Interestingly, Nicholas's body is covered in what appears to be some sort of black, moldy growth. 2 days later, on February 5th, in the video autopsy report, the medical report on Bolton's body shows that it contains a mutant strain of Hay bacillus bacteria, which is slowing decay of some parts of the body while completely overtaking others. The coroner questions Async about where they found this thing.
Mr. Beck, may I ask where this subject came from?
Which Async must not have liked. During this video, a bunch of images flash across a CRT television, including one that states contract termination. Originally, I thought that this was a contract termination between Async and the US government, but I actually found a wider, clearer version of this exact image in a trailer that Kane uploaded back when the Backrooms was just a school project. And the version of that document reads employment contract termination.
He's had this shit planned out, bro.
The doctor started asking too many questions and was let go as a result. Next up on our timeline is February 29th, 1990, and the upload informational video. Here.
YouTube ads. Don't worry, guys. I just mute it. So what do you think? What do you think so far? This is crazy, dude. Like, this kid had this whole like world planned out for a while, and now he has his own movie coming that I'm gonna star in, guys. I'm gonna do it. We're working hard.
Send in another group of scientists. This is also the first appearance of actual named living characters. In the group, we have Marvin Lee and the camera operator Peter Tench. During their mission, Tench gets distracted by voices coming from an unseen party in a nearby hallway. He separates from the group briefly to investigate, but almost immediately he's met with a glitch that makes the rest of the team disappear.
Hey guys, can you hear this? Hey.
Without knowing it, Peter has jumped forward in time. We're going to rejoin him in a minute. But back to the rest of the team. From Async's perspective, Peter's team didn't disappear, Peter did. He just vanished into thin air. And so the rest presumably returned to headquarters to report his disappearance. We see the fallout of Peter going missing less than a week later, March 5th, 1990, in the video Motion Detected. Freaked out by an employee disappearing with no explanation, Async creates a new enclosed control room just on the other side of the Backrooms portal. They also rig up motion sensing cameras near the entrance to track everything that's coming and going throughout the space. And it's a good thing they did too, because that night at 3:53 a.m., they capture the image of a dark, blobby shape moving across the ceiling. We don't know it yet at this point in the timeline, but later we're gonna learn that this is likely a black, gooey monster made of a mutant strain of bacteria, the very same bacteria that infected Nicholas Bolton. We know this because Kane has posted a picture of the creature on his Ko-Fi account labeled Bacteria. We are definitely gonna see more from that guy later in the timeline. A little over 2 months later, on May 6th, 1990, another group of explorers are sent into the Backrooms in the video Pitfalls. This team consists of an unnamed woman, 2 men named Mark and George, and Marvin Lee, now manning the camera. The party comes across a strange room with several holes in the floor.
The fucking floor room.
One crosses the expanse, opens the door, and discovers a greenish glow. Instead of just saying what he sees, he calls over to Marvin to record it.
Marvin, get the camera over here.
Across?
Just hurry.
But as Marvin tries to cross the room, he falls into one of the holes into a lower level of the back rooms. There, he discovers an underground neighborhood complete with trees and houses and streetlights. But things are just a little bit off here. Houses are built strangely. Signs are mirror reversed. Deep inside one of the houses, Marvin finds a room where someone's clearly been living, but whoever was there, they're gone now. When he hears a voice that's crying out, he goes to investigate, only to be met with another bacteria monster. This one chasing Marvin back to the hole that he fell into.
That is not a person!
Thankfully, Marvin's team's able to bring him back to safety and he escapes. The next video report takes place immediately afterwards, with the team returning to Async's headquarters and sharing what Marvin found. This clearly concerns the Async staff, but because of the important upcoming presentation with the US government, they decide to just paper over the issue for the short term. A makeshift wall is constructed, sealing off the Pitfalls area for the time being, to further fortify their control room. 2 days later, on May 8th, 1990, we get the upload presentation, where Async hosts several government officials to pitch them A-Space, their vision for the Backrooms, an infinite storage and living solution. And they're just pitching to any old US government officials. Notice the DOE watermark. These are representatives from the Department of Energy, including this guy right here who looks a lot like James Watkins, the real-world Secretary of Energy from this time period. During a video glitch back in Pitfalls, we see reverse text that reads, "to deceive the Fede," which likely extrapolates out to deceive the federal government. I'm betting that this is text of some sort of internal memo at Async, worrying about deceiving the DOE during these negotiations. Regardless of any concern, though, the presentation goes well. We see Async talking to the DOE about contracts afterwards, and one scientist confirms in a secret video that everything went according to plan.
Actually, that went perfectly. We've got all the initial signatures, and the contract should be executed by next week.
Except, there was something that didn't go quite according to plan that day. Remember Peter Tench, the Async researcher who glitched out and disappeared?
Oh, yeah.
After witnessing his squad disappearing into thin air, Peter tried his best to get back to Async's headquarters without any sort of guideline. And he finds all sorts of weird stuff on his little adventure, including a section of wall removed to reveal a secret area with forest print wallpaper, farm equipment, and the facade of a house. Eventually, Peter's able to make his way back to the Backrooms exit, discovering the new control room that Async built after his disappearance. He's able to open it with his keycard, but it sets off a motion sensing alarm inside at the exact same time that Async is in contract negotiations with the DOE. We straight up see Peter in the Async control room from a security camera's perspective in the background. Just so we're all clear about what's exactly happening here, this is over 2 months after Peter disappeared. When he glitched, he actually traveled forward in time. This really throws Async's leadership for a loop. In the hidden video recording 014, we hear a phone call between an Async researcher and his supervisor Ivan Beck. Still on the same day, May 8th, 1990.
Wait, hold on. This isn't him Is it?
As this conversation continues, the image of a newspaper fades onto screen. When reversed, this headline clearly reads, "Fiery wreck beside Viney leaves one dead." Now, Viney is cut off and could refer to either a vineyard where they make wine or the town of Vineyard near Sacramento in Central California. Either way, we can gather from this headline and the tone of the conversation that Async believed Peter was dead, and that after he disappeared, they covered it up by staging a car accident so Peter's family wouldn't ask any questions.
Wow.
And when Peter realizes what's happened, that he's traveled into the future and that his family thinks that he's dead, probably doesn't react all that well to it. There was likely some conflict with Async's higher-ups, which resulted in Peter either escaping the facility back into the back rooms, or Async just launched him back into the back rooms because he was a security risk. One way or another, Peter winds up trapped back in the back rooms, which leads us to the next video, Reunion. It's a few weeks later, May 25th, 1990. After Marvin's encounter with the bacteria monster, Async uses a remote control rover to return to the Pitfalls room and confirm that it's safe. They send more explorers and scientists in, creating a safe walkway to the door on the other side. Of course, we still don't get to see what's behind that door. Async instead decides to send the cameraman Marvin along with Mark and another researcher to explore the area around the Pitfalls room. Now knowing that there's a dangerous creature that roams through these halls, Mark is armed with a shotgun to protect the group.
Wouldn't want to be on the other end of that.
You wouldn't want to be on the other end of any gun, Marvin.
Yeah, that's probably true.
The trio head into a new area
Fair.
with no ceiling lights and floors made from white concrete epoxy instead of carpets. It's here that they discover evidence that someone's been living in this area. Tiles have been knocked off of the ceiling, seemingly as a trail to follow, and a map has been etched into one of the walls. However, before the group
Peter?
can really speculate about what's going on, they're ambushed by someone who grabs Mark's shotgun.
Bro.
Shop with a Walmart hat.
Nah. Stupid ads. Do I need to get YouTube Premium? No. I'm not giving YouTube any money. Fuck you, YouTube. Okay, sorry. I'm just kidding. I stream on YouTube now. I'll forget about that. Fuck Twitch. Yeah. Nobody likes Twitch. We like YouTube. Yeah. We like YouTube way more than Twitch.
Peter?
It's our old friend
Yep.
Peter Tench once again. He's been living back here since his escape or banishment from Async. Peter laments that Async basically took his life from him, asking if they held a funeral for him, if his family thinks that he's dead. The group confirms that yes, they did hold a funeral. Everyone thinks he's dead. Async is clearly keeping the fact that
Wow.
Peter Tench is alive secret from basically everyone. Despite being held at gunpoint, Mark calls for backup, only for Peter to shoot him and kill him as the video
What?
ends. At this point, we hit a pretty significant time jump with the next
Go
video
Peter, bro. I'm rooting for
archive
Peter.
video compiled
Don't
by
cuss out
June
YouTube.
1991.
I'm sorry.
Nothing really noteworthy
I'm sorry it
happened, I'm just
happens.
including it for completionist's sake. If we want something really interesting, though, we jump forward again to found footage number 2, taking place on
I'm rooting for
August
Peter, bro.
19th,
He got his life taken
1995.
away.
That is over 4 years after the archive video and over 5 since the events of Reunion. In found footage number 2, a girl in a suburban home discovers a small portal into the back rooms hidden in her garage.
God, it went into the.
After experimenting with it for a bit, she's pulled in. Inside the back room,
Damn.
she finds strange giant furniture, a locked door that she can't open, and perhaps most strangely, a car crashed into a wall. This is clearly a car that no-clipped in from the real world. Now, I originally thought that this was the car that no-clipped off the freeway that we saw in a Secret Numbers video, but Kane confirms that it's actually a different vehicle. Given that Kane also confirmed that the Numbers car wasn't Margaret Watson's car like I previously thought, that means that at least 3 cars have no-clipped into the back rooms. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I mean, I'd have 3 nickels.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but it is weird that it's happened at least 3 times. Anyway, the girl
Definitely.
follows a trail of blood from the driver of the car into an area of the back rooms that looks more residential, but she doesn't find a body. Instead, she finds a room overtaken by black vines. These aren't just any old creepy plants, it's the bacteria monster, who comes to life and starts chasing the girl. She runs back through everything that she's explored thus far, jumping down into a lower level that resembles indoor swimming pools.
Ooh.
Eventually, she winds up at a dead end, but before the monster can get her, the room is engulfed in a strange green light that causes the camera to black out. All of this leads us back to
What?
the very first video that Kane uploaded in the series, found footage number 1. In this video, recovered by Async on September 23rd, 1996, we see an indie movie director named Kane filming with his friends before he trips and no-clips into the back rooms. After exploring around for a bit, finding weird architecture, items that are completely out of place, and markings left by previous people who no-clipped in, Kane encounters another bacteria monster. He runs away, chased by the creature before being cornered and presumably killed. As the
My
monster
boy.
takes him, his camera falls down a hole, no-clipping back out of the back rooms and into the real world. And while that's the end of the main uploads of the series, there is one final one that I should include in the timeline. The secret upload home27647.mov. V, which likely takes place during the early 2000s. This is just a home video with some glitchy sections and strange imagery, which I'm going to touch on in a moment. How do I know that it takes place in the aughts? Thanks to this frame right here. See that TV over on the right? This sort of flat screen CRT television with the silver casing was popular back in the early to mid 2000s, meaning that at least part of the video was filmed around that time. So, stepping back and looking at everything laid out here, the main story follows Async's experiments, its employees, and its impact on the world. That much is obvious. But the more important story here seems to be the one that's hidden under the surface. Remember the green light that's popped up a few times over the series? It appears most prominently towards the end of the timeline in found footage number 2, but remember, it was also the first thing that we see in the series chronologically right now. In Overflow, a near identical looking green light fills whatever station we're in the early 70s. Considering that the building from Overflow shakes pretty darn violently, similar to what we see happening in Async's headquarters during First Contact, I believe that this was some sort of portal opening at least briefly into the Backrooms. And not just any type of portal either, a time portal. And given how similar it looks to what we see surrounding the girl in found footage number 2, I wouldn't be surprised if she or her camera were sent back in time to the early 70s. I know this sounds crazy, but we already are aware that time acts strangely in the Backrooms. One of the major events of the series is Peter slipping forward in time by several months, so we know that things can be physically transported in time in this universe. We also know that things from the future can intrude in the past. In previous theories, we've discussed how one of the secret videos showed us a cough medicine commercial from the early 2000s interrupting a Simpsons episode that aired in the early 90s.
That's the downside. Now here's the good part.
We can also hear a news broadcast from 2015 during the Pitfalls video. A
What?
video that happened 25 years before that broadcast ever aired.
Do you think that your current president, President Castro, will come visit the United States?
Taking that to its logical conclusion, something physically
What the
entering
fuck?
the Backrooms and then exiting at some point in the past is entirely possible. Additionally, remember the name on that document from Overflow? Ivan Beck. Kane zooms in real close to make sure that we remember that one real good. Ivan Beck. Now, why does that name sound so familiar?
I'm trying to get hold of my supervisor, Ivan Beck.
Mr. Beck, may I ask where this subject came from?
Yep, Ivan Beck is a high-ranking Async official. I think that this girl from Found Footage 2, or at the very least her camera, made it back to the 1970s and into the hands of Ivan Beck and an early Async. That could be the whole inciting incident of the series, creating some sort of time loop paradox. Async gets a hold of this footage of the Backrooms, which then makes them want to explore it. They open the gateway, which breaks reality, and eventually this girl no-clips in, winding up back in time, starting the loop over. This might even explain the name of the video, Overflow. Time is literally overflowing and running over the edge. What's more, during their exploration, Async may have just found themselves another time portal. The only other time that we see a greenish glow in the series is behind the door across the room in Pitfalls. And get a load of this.
Okay. Okay. That is crazy. Okay, this is nothing. What the fuck?
As Marvin is falling down the hole in that video, we see a camera glitch and text hidden within that reads, quote, "While data could be inferred from the readings, nobody knew what would actually be found on the other side." What if what they found was a portal to another time and place? That would certainly fit our description. Either way, whatever Async is doing, it is bad for the rest of us. One of the stranger moments of the series up until now has been this extended shot from the very beginning of Reunion, focusing on a coffee cup with the letters MLML and some coordinates on the front. Now at first, I thought this might be some Roman numeral, but it's not actually a valid Roman numeral. You can't have MLM as a sequence in Roman numerals. So I opened up our trusty old Google Maps and typed in the coordinates, giving us the rough location of the real-world Moss Landing Marine Laboratories. So that solves the MLML mystery, and a bit more digging shows us that this logo is actually a riff on a real one that Moss Landing has used in the past. But the ocean messaging doesn't end with MLML. In fact, I believe that we can actually decode the biggest theme of the series based on a video just drowning in ocean metaphors. You may have noticed that I haven't mentioned one of the mainline videos of the Backrooms canon yet. I remember. Well, that's largely because we don't know where this one slots into the timeline. There's no date associated with it, so there's really no place to put it. In fact, not really sure that the quote-unquote events that take place in this video are literal. The whole thing is just renderings of important places and people to Async and Backrooms lore, angled and reflected like Inception or Doctor Strange, all as a voiceover narration reads a poetic passage. It's more of an artistic piece really, but it is considered part of the Backrooms canon. And here's the thing, the voiceover also has an ocean theme, just like that MLML reference. Just listen to what it says.
At a formal, a manor overlooking the sea, but when skies turned dark, the house was taken by the sea, cast down to the seabed with all the other forgotten things.
all spoken as we see images of the ocean, but also really take in what this video is saying. The speaker had a home that sat beside the sea, but it collapsed into it and sank to the bottom, forgotten. This is clearly a metaphor. We're not talking about houses and oceans, we're talking about the world and the backrooms and async experiments making the world more and more unstable. Remember when I called out the last shot of overflow? After the green light flares up and something from the backrooms is sent back in time to here, we see the sky reflected at the earliest possible point in our timeline without any other async experiments that we know of. But afterwards, we get more and more of that reflected imagery in I Remember as async continues their experiments. This is even reflected in another line from I Remember.
But I remember fleeting shells sinking ever slowly, folding downwards into themselves, forever tearing along the seams of the sky until nothing remains except the eternal ghost.
The reflections, those are the seams
Damn.
along the sky. The tears in reality as everything starts to fall apart. This might have even happened before, in a previous reality or simulation of our world. In found footage number 2, we see parts of a home inside the backrooms as the girl explores the area, including this part here with a strange banister and railway in front of an empty room. And here's the thing, this is almost identical to a room that we see in the secret Home 27647 video. Notice the unique bars on the railing, the way there's an open air entrance in the room behind it and a door off the right wall. This is the same architecture, but one is in the back rooms and one is in our real world. Want more proof? The girl takes a prolonged look at this painting before the bacteria monster wakes up and starts chasing her. And in the secret video, we again get a prolonged look at that very same painting in the home. And remember, based on the TV we see here, this video was likely taken in the 2000s, several years before Found Footage 2 takes place. So how could these details be in the backrooms now? Is it another time loop situation? Maybe. Or maybe it's because these are from previous iterations of our world, of the simulation that was destabilized and collapsed into the backrooms. In other words, the house that fell into the sea. There's a map shown in the Home 27647 video of the Ptolemaic system, a geocentric
I don't know why it's
that
so
suggests
interesting.
that the Earth
It's
is the
crazy.
unmoving center of everything. And isn't it interesting that this very specific map that Kane chose to include in this video is very yellow? The last line, and I remember, is you have always been here. Everything revolves around the backrooms, whether it be in a time loop or a simulation or both. It's the center of everything in the world, and Async's meddling has doomed the world to collapse into the backrooms once again. The house to fall back into the sea once again. You have always been here. In this series, in this world, the backrooms has always been a part of it. We're just the layer on top waiting to collapse down into it. And laying out the story Kane's trying to tell here doesn't feel like our world has that much time left. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory.
I'm invested too.
Cuts. And hey, remember when I mentioned the Dad channel
Yeah.
in this episode? If you want to check out us decoding the mysteries of the Dad Feels channel here on YouTube, that video's on the left. If you enjoy the Backrooms, you'll probably enjoy that one too. Or you can just click the subscribe button on the right. Pretty soon, YouTube might have to get rid of its recommendation algorithm because of some lawsuit that's going on. So if you ever want to find this channel again, subscribe now, or, you know, we'll just disappear into the Backrooms with the billions of other videos. That's a big change that may happen at some point later this year. So go subscribe to a channel that you're going to enjoy most of the content from. Building your own
Nice. Nice. Okay. That is that's an interesting one. That now we know more Backrooms. All the Backrooms lore. So it's a big time loop thing. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I can't lie. Wow, okay. No, that's good to know. Now whenever I get part of this Backrooms movie, I'll know everything. I'll just know it all. Actually, too, let me see. I can watch my own live stream right now. He just dropped a new video 11 days ago. He didn't cover this one, I don't think. Did Matt Pat cover this one? I don't think he did. He didn't. This is new. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we gotta watch this now. What? This is a new... Okay. Wait, we got one more. We got one more video to cover. He released something 11 days ago called Damage Control. Kane did. This is new shit. Okay. This is it, I promise. Here we go. I'm a nerd, guys. I'm a nerd. We're learning about the backrooms. Alright, Kane. This is damage control. Holy fuck. Oh, this is about Peter. And he shot the dude in the face. Come on, Peter, get your revenge. Come on, Peter, Peter, Peter. Peter's gonna, like, tame the beasts of the backrooms and just become a god. Oh shit. Was that Pete? It's Pete! Come on, Pete. Get back home. Oh my god. Come on, Pete! You didn't deserve this. I'm rooting for this guy. Get out of there, bro. Go, Pete! I'm pretty sure his name was Peter, right? Fuck! I don't care about this shit. I'm trying to watch Pete make it. That's my hero. He got banished. The fucking sound. Come on, Pete. Did you drop your shotgun? What the fuck? They're just gonna throw you back in there. Why would you drop your shotgun? There you go, Pete. Come on.
I'd like to thank you all once again for your patience on this. It has been a stressful 15 hours for all of us here, and while he cannot currently be with us, Dr. Beck sends his apologies regarding the numerous inconveniences caused by our decision to keep you here overnight. Now, it appears that the situation has reached a point of some stability.
No.
We're still looking into a few things, but I feel that we can now properly address what occurred without running into speculation. What happened last night should not have happened.
You shouldn't have banished Pete, bitches.
Not with us. What occurred was a gross misunderstanding that was the result of some severe information mismanagement. Even now, I believe most of you still have an incomplete idea of what took place last night. Before I fill you in, I need to address the fact that there has been information deliberately withheld from many of you on the project. Now, these choices were not made lightly and were done for only the best of reasons. However, I want to make it abundantly clear that following the events of last night, it has been proven to us that that method of conducting ourselves was not viable. So, I'm coming to you now to correct this mistake and begin delivering the authentic order of events.
Pete better be alright, bro.
On the morning of March 1st, a team of 4 researchers was sent into the complex to conduct a routine layout analysis. George Levy, Marvin Lee,
Yeah, Peter.
Charles McCarthy, and Peter Tench. At around 12:25 p.m., the group realized that they had lost track of Tench while traversing a previously accessed branch of hallways. As you'll recall, this prompted an immediate withdrawal of response back to standard, followed by several days of significant search efforts. However, those ultimately yielded nothing, and as far as any of us were concerned, Tench had
Mm-hmm.
Because on May 8th at approximately 5:30 p.m., a motion alert was sent out from the complex, which was closed off at the time. One of our senior engineers was sent down to assess the situation and discovered a male dressed in hazard gear who we were able to identify as Peter Tench.
He lived, bitch.
Immediately following this discovery, Tench was moved to a secure room on this floor where, over the following days, a select group of doctors were able to administer a panel of tests in order to determine what had happened to Peter in the 2 months he had been gone. Those tests yielded very little useful information. By all measures, Peter appeared to be in excellent health. However, we were still provided one very useful tool in understanding how the situation unfolded from his perspective. Some of you may recall that on the day of his disappearance, Tench was his team's designated camera operator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we recovered him, he still had that camera in his possession, and in fact had documented the entire ordeal. The footage will be presented in its entirety later today. However, for the purpose of this discussion, I will only be highlighting key events. This is the hallway where Peter was last seen. They're not in view, but you can hear the others walking behind him. Now, as he approaches the bench on the right here, pay close attention to the audio.
Dad, can you hear this?
Mm.
Dad, can you
That's
hear
weird.
this? Hey.
Ah! Fuck bounty ad. Okay, I'm sorry. Ads are normal, guys. Make your money, YouTubers. Come on. Okay, I'm not gonna watch this whole ad, though.
Now, I'd like to save the discussion for afterwards, but what you just saw is what we believe to be the moment that Peter was instantaneously transported 2 months forward in time.
Mm-hmm. Confirmed it.
Following that abrupt flash you just saw, Tench proceeds back out into the hallway in search of his team, but is without any indication of their presence. The next 30 or so minutes of the tape follow fairly panicked Tench as he attempts to navigate his way back to the threshold. He does obviously find his way back. However, the threshold appears not as he knows it, but as it appeared on the date of May 8th. And this ties us back to the moment when we recovered him. So, to summarize, from his point of view, he had only been inside the complex for several hours. So to him, all of the new developments surrounding the threshold were completely foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, though, as I already mentioned, there were people available to manage the situation as it unfolded. And over the course of the following days, we were able to properly sit down with Peter and work with him to gain a collective understanding of what had happened. However, there was still the very significant fact that Mr. Tench was considered legally deceased as a result of the cover story, and reversing that would be no easy feat.
But you could have.
This and was willing to cooperate while we looked for a way to reintegrate him without raising suspicion. Unfortunately, though, that process ended up taking quite a bit longer than we had anticipated, and all the while Peter was stuck down here waiting idly by. We did our best to keep him engaged, but it is hard to combat the effects of prolonged sensory deprivation on the human brain, and as a result, Peter's mental state took a toll.
Mm-hmm.
Not to a degree that was outright concerning at first, but around the end of week 2, we noticed that he was starting to exhibit a number of behaviors common in patients diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, though we don't have reason to believe that Mr. Tench was afflicted with that condition. Whatever the case, while he didn't express it outright, from what we could gather, he appeared to have deluded himself into believing that he was still inside some sort of illusion created by the complex, and that we were secretly looking to do him harm.
Mm.
This all came to a head on the night of the 22nd, when, while Tench was finally about to be transferred to a temporary above-ground residence, he broke away from us and, using stolen credentials, forced his way back into the complex, where he would go undiscovered until just last
I don't know if I believe that.
ambushed and finally attacked Team B in room 14.
I don't know if I can believe them, bro.
Immediately after firing a single shot from the Remington 870 to Dr. Bloom's side, Tench fled the scene and headed to the Threshold outpost, where he would turn the weapon on several more of you while progressing into Standard and through the lower offices. Given the abrupt and chaotic nature of the unfolding situation, it took our security team several moments longer than you ideally should have to figure out what was happening. But thankfully, while Tench was passing through one of the empty labs next to storage, Dr. Maxwell was able to act quickly and managed to disarm him, accidentally discharging the weapon into the ceiling in the process, though. However, Tench still managed to avoid apprehension, fleeing into the maintenance wing and evading our security staff by taking the freight elevator to the surface. Now, this situation could have played out very badly, given the potential number of witnesses around the building at the time. But, luckily for everyone involved, as far as we can tell...
That's what I'm saying. They lied about it before.
...exited the property. Around 5 minutes later, our security team made it to the ground floor and began a thorough sweep in the direction of the hillside where cameras had last observed Tench. Now, there's no easy way to say this.
He's dead somehow.
I am terribly sorry to inform you all, but Mr. Tench was found deceased halfway down the hillside. The result of an extreme blow to the head.
Wow, that's crazy.
That while he was running through some brush, he failed to anticipate a sudden dip in the ground and tragically fell forward into a large rock. Given the circumstances, it was not something any of us could have anticipated or prevented. The tragedy of the entire situation undoubtedly remains, but Dr. Tench, regardless of how troubled he was in his final days, was a brilliant man who gave his all to this project. He would certainly...
Fuck that bullshit.
his name. What we're doing here is so much bigger than any one person. It is the work of a unified effort, and we need to ensure that that is never lost sight of. That we hold on to the pre-established notion that Peter is and has been deceased. That is done, and there is nothing more to be extracted.
Fuck that, bro. Nah. Justice for my boy Pete. That's some bullshit. Why would it be called damage control, They killed him to control the damage that he would have done. Answer the phone. Hello? I call bullshit. That's it. No Jacksepticeye. I won't be reacting to your hour-long video. Although, I would probably do that. Let's see what the people think. Kane's gonna be 40 years old making Oscar-worthy feature films. People will still be calling him a talented 17-year-old kid, okay. Sure, the Backrooms, isolation. Yeah, derealization. Yeah, more mature themes. Yeah. Anybody talking about how Pete was done wrong? Congrats on getting a movie deal with A24, just 17. For real. We're gonna get in that. My blood ran cold. Something just death feels suspicious. Yeah, it sounds like an accident, but we already know they've covered up his death before. Who are we to trust Asing's words again? For real. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fuck that shit. Justice for Pete. If you haven't, I recommend checking out all these videos. They're pretty fire. Dude, oh my god, there's a lot. Oh wait, yeah, Backrooms just started here. 45 million views is crazy. Yeah, he used to do Attack on Titan shit. And Portal, yo, that's fire. Yeah, he used to do some crazy shit. He's been doing it for a while. Sandwich, I music video. Hey, my boy tried making music. Ah, fuck you, Charmin. Wait, all footage sampled from my film Late for School. This guy is a goat. Oh, he filmed this video. It's just some other people. Why is he such a good filmmaker? He's not even 18 yet. And he back at this time he was fucking, yeah, what did they say, 14? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, it's vibes. It's vibes, guys. It's vibes. That's funny. Why couldn't I have been doing this shit at 14? This guy's fucking going crazy at 14. Still going fucking crazy at 17, bro. That's crazy, dude. Good shit, Kane. Good shit. He's gonna be a GOAT filmmaker. He already is. What am I talking about? He already is. He's like, he already has his, he's directing his first feature film at 17 with A24. Wild. That's wild. Big respect to him. But I think on that note, I'm gonna end the stream there. We didn't play any Backrooms today because we played yesterday. Look, I'll play more. I'll either stream tomorrow or the next day. You know, I'll put up a poll and everything. And I'll play more. I'll beat that level that we were stuck on. But and then we'll keep going. We'll see if we can beat it next stream. I don't know how many levels there are, so we'll see. But I'm gonna end it there. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you. We'll be back either tomorrow or the next day. Like I said, just we'll see. Stay updated, Instagram and all that. You know, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna disappear. Bye bye. I just missed a perfect chance to say I'm gonna fall into the Backrooms, guys. Oh no, I'm falling into the Backrooms. Wow, that's crazy. Ah.